My name's Deanna Fourier, and I am currently studying civil engineering at Florida Gulf Coast University. I want to apologize in advance for my coarse voice. Unfortunately, I've been sick all week. I will be discussing the techniques to slow the progression of Florida's coastal erosion. Florida, or better known, the Sunshine State, has the second longest coastline in the United States, covering over 1,350 miles of coast. Let me begin with explaining coastal erosion, which by Wikipedia's definition is the loss or displacement of land along the coastline due to the actions of waves, currents, tides, wind-driven water, waterborne ice, and other impacts of storms. Although Florida might not have to deal with ice, it is definitely known for taking a beating from hurricanes. Large storms with winds of at least 74 miles per hour, they bring high water levels and coastal erosion. In 2017, Florida was hit by Hurricane Irma, which caused severe damage to the Florida Keys and the West Coast. Florida beaches are disappearing into the ocean, not only because of storms, but because of humans too. Waterfront real estate reduces natural barriers, such as beach dunes and mangroves. Beach dunes are the first line of defense for coastal erosion. Larger piles of sand with grass help to stop powerful waves and flooding. The dunes vegetation helps to hold small sand particles together, better stabilizing the dunes. Florida mangroves have 3 variations and are all in different locations around the tidal zone. Mangroves do an amazing job of stabilizing the soil because they have a large volume of dense roots that break the waves and provide a safe haven for juvenile wildlife. Florida beaches play a large role in tourism. In Palm Beach County, Florida, a study was conducted to calculate the economic impact made by beach visitors. The economic support of Florida beach visitors make restorations of the beaches a high priority. In Palm Beach County alone, there are 46 miles of beaches with 31.3 miles of critically eroded classified beach. It is important that these beaches are fully functioning to supply the 1.4 million jobs the beaches provide and the $153 million economic impact it brings. Beach visitors help pay for the expensive beach renovations. For a 1 million cubic foot beach renovation, it costs approximately $17.6 million. In Palm Beach County, beach renovations or nourishments are done continuously to provide the beaches for both people and wildlife. Engineers must follow strict rules from Florida Department of Environmental Protection and the United States Army Corps of Engineers in order to ensure that the placed sand for the beach is compatible. A hydraulic dredge is one of the most commonly used practice here in Florida. It pumps sand directly to the beach and is utilized when the borrowed area is located adjacent to the shoreline where it's receiving the fill. It's required to have geotechnical investigations of potential offshore areas to locate sand of sufficient quality and quantity for replenishing the beach. They are required to take multiple fiber cores up to 20 feet deep so that they can determine sand grain, color, and composition characteristics. Surveys are used to help locate which portion of the area contain the greatest amount of beach-compatible sand. Ideally, the goal is to identify a borrow area that can be used for multiple nourishments. Beach sand is not only being dredged for beach replenishments, but also for construction purposes due to its high angularity. In New Zealand, a new innovative solution has been made where drinking beer can help save the beaches.
Are contending with what state officials say is critical sand erosion.
Dealing with illegally dredged sand.
Sand is disappearing.
A bit of a storm brewing over sand.
Beaches are at risk of vanishing.
The beaches are rapidly running out of sand.
Running out of sand.
Sand is not a sustainable resource.
Sand is used in everything from construction to pharmaceuticals, and as a result, 2/3 of the world's beaches are retreating. Desert sand is too round to be used in construction, sending the demand for beach sand soaring. The problem seems hard to believe, but the solution could be even more incredible. This machine from DB Export turns empty beer bottles into sand substitute. Amazingly, the answer to the sand shortage could be to drink beer. Each machine lets drinkers instantly crush their used bottles. A vacuum system removes silica dust and plastic labels, leaving behind pure glass sand.
So about 60,000 tonnes of glass goes to landfill every year. This project will keep the glass out of landfill.
Each bottle makes 200 grams of sand substitute.
Although this is not in the United States, it's an awesome step in the right direction that could help solve a lot of beach problems. In conclusion, coastal erosion is an inevitable thing. Although beach nourishments are continuing to be used, maybe our generation will be the next to innovate a new combat for beach erosion. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Here are the references to all images and video used.